It's time to outwork your competition because you got it in you. And I don't know if it's gonna take somebody like me to tell you that you got it so you can see it within yourself, because I had to find it for myself. And once I did, now I just feel like nobody can take that from me. Nobody can tell me that. You gotta work harder, man. You gotta work harder. Somebody out there is working harder than you right now. You can't slow down. The truth of the matter is, success isn't handed to nobody. Whether you want to become a master of your craft, if you're sitting around waiting for a lucky break, something to pop off luck, you're wasting time. Now look, I get it. I completely get it. Okay? Sometimes it feels like you're grinding, you're putting in all this work, and you don't see no results. It's frustrating. I know firsthand of that. But you know what? Those who are patient, results come to those who wait. And I know that. I know that, but a lot of people don't know that, right? The results come to those who are consistently outworking their competition. Consistently. Consistently. I hate being outworked, and that's just me. Like anything that I'm doing, I absolutely hate it. If I feel like somebody outworking me, I'm gonna spend more time in the gym. I'm gonna spend more time doing it than the other person because I hate being outworked. I hate it. And it's not me wanting to be the best of the best. I just want to be the best that I can at what I'm doing. And the only way that's going to happen is if I put in the work. I put in more work than the other person. Because somebody might be better at something that I kind of struggle with. So you have to put more time into it to get better. Do you hear me? That's the reality of it. That's the reality, bro. And the same goes for any woman out there. You have to work harder. You have to outwork the competition. Because this whole life is a competition. You could be the most talented person in the room. But if you don't put in the effort, if you don't put in the time, someone with half the skill of you and has twice your worth ethic, they're going to surpass you. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. That's why you need to work harder. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? Pretty much what it tells me is that hard work is the great equalizer to everything. Work harder. It doesn't matter where you start, and it doesn't matter what cards you are dealt. I've been dealt cards that was full of nothing and had to make something from nothing into something. I've had to do it plenty of times, so it's possible. And I had to learn this, is how much you're willing to sacrifice, how much you're willing to work. Y'all know my story, and I'm not even gonna go through it. But I work so hard at this every day, at what I'm doing now, at what I want to achieve. I work so hard at building what I'm building now. That way I could look back on it and see how far I come. And I've came a long way already. I came a long way in a year trying to build credit. And I'm on my way. I'm on my way, especially with my business credit. Y'all know how I feel about business credit, and I'm almost to my goal. Almost. By the end of the year, I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it, because I'm already there. You know what? This is a great one. Let me ask you something, and let me know down in the comments. Are you willing to wake up early than everyone else? Are you willing to wake up earlier than everybody else? Are you willing to stay up later than everybody else? Are you willing to grind when no one is watching? That's what it takes. Because that is what separates you from the people that are not grinding and losing to be a winner. That's what separates you from the average person that don't really want it. Like they want it, they talk about it, but they don't really put the call to action to it. If you want to be great, you have to work harder than everyone else, period, point blank. That's how all this works. Most successful people didn't get successful overnight. There was nights that we did not see that they was grinding, they was up. There was nights that we didn't see when they was crying and up and still going. It happens to the best of the best. Think about the people you look up to, is my point. Whether that's me, because we kind of got similarities. I'm working and grinding at something that I wanted to achieve. Whether that's somebody that's famous already, somebody that already got it, it does not matter. Look at them. They all have this one thing in common, including me. It's the work ethic. It's the insane work ethic. All successful people have this work ethic where they're grinding, they're working. They work when others don't. You can really take me as an example. I work constantly. And if you don't know my schedule, go hit the playlist and catch up. Because I'm working. We on video 15 today. And still got to go to grind. Later on today. It's not just about working hard for a few days, a couple hours, a few months. It's about consistency. This is an ongoing thing for the rest of your life. Anything that you would want to achieve, attack, you need to have consistency and hard work. Consistency is what it takes. Can you show up day in, day out, even when you don't feel like it? I have days like that. And I still post. I just had a moment like that a couple weeks ago. Because I was so mad. I was not okay with getting suspended. I was not okay with that. Still to this day, it's just like, but you know what? I had to brush that off and get back to work. I had to brush it off and get back to the grind, which is this. This is what I want. I'm gonna let them stop me from doing this? No. That's why I kept posting, and I'ma still keep going. Nothing is gonna stop you, and you gotta have that mentality. You gotta have that, or you're not gonna last. You're not gonna last. That's what it takes. Success does not happen overnight, and a lot of people think I just got the blueprint to everything or the blueprint to YouTube. Like, I don't. Every day I am still learning to this day. I'm still learning to this day. You gotta think sometimes, are you really doing everything you can to reach your goals? Because I ask myself this. And honestly, I could say I can. Even through the circumstances that I'm in right now. Are you? Success is rough. Grinding is rough. It is. Never get too comfortable with what's going on. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Comfort is a scary thing for somebody to have. Ask yourself, am I really putting enough work in? Am I really doing enough? And if the answer is no, then you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. You know that there's no more excuses with nothing. You know that there's no more, I can't, I'll do it tomorrow. None of that. Do it today. No more procrastination. No more. It's time to outwork your competition because you got it in you. And I don't know if it's going to take somebody like me to tell you that you got it so you can see it within yourself, because I had to find it for myself. And once I did, now I just feel like nobody can take that from me. Nobody can tell me that I can't do something. I've already done what I set my mind to do already. Remember, there are people out there with the same goals as you. Remember that. The difference between success and failure with a lot of this is how much harder you're willing to go than the next person. Somebody is always working harder. Somebody is always wanting it more than you. You need to work harder. So are you ready to put the work in? Because I can't do it for you. All I could do is motivate you and tell you what you can do. I can give you a little bit of steps on how to do it and tell you some things that I'm doing to do what I'm doing. But if you don't put the legwork in, there's nothing else I can do. I'm pretty much wasting time. You wasting time. If that's the case, drop a comment down below and let me know how you're going to take your next steps into achieving what you want to achieve, man. I'm going to get up out of here.